Every software project starts with a burst of creative momentum, but right around day 13, that momentum collapses. The project hits an inflection point where the code structure and the coder's discipline begin to break down. The primary symptom of this crash is immediately visible on the screen. To meet looming deadlines, the developer stops planning and starts reacting, churning out messy, disorganized spaghetti code. We see this clearly when developers arbitrarily swap out generic div wrappers for the HTML5 section tag. They use it as a generic styling hook, rather than grouping thematically related content, polluting the document's outline. In the rush, they failed to distinguish between block HTML elements that take up the full width of a page and inline elements that only take up as much space as they need. This oversight creates cascading layout chaos across the web page. They even slap the semantic nav tag onto basic pagination links. Wrapping minor, tertiary links in a primary navigation tag dilutes the structural hierarchy of the entire site. The failure at day 13 stems from an overloaded project structure. Surmounting this wall requires the developer to debug the logic of their workflow rather than just increasing their output. This timeline charts project progression against developer cognitive load. Research shows a sharp stress spike here during an intense development sprint. This overload is triggered by failing to protect personal time. Without firm boundaries, cognitive load crosses the burnout threshold, and the system fails. A screen full of messy code and an exhausted engineer are two sides of the same coin. Both occur when we neglect the invisible frameworks required to sustain our visible output. Strip away the colorful user interface of a web page, and we find an invisible control center, the HTML head element. This hidden section houses metadata, holding the character encoding, links to external style sheets, and the official title. Web browsers rely entirely on this hidden metadata to render the document. Even if the surface layer layout is broken by bad code, this underlying information tells the browser how to recover and display the page correctly. This brings us to the rules of semantic HTML5. Elements like main for core content or nav for major site navigation must be strictly categorized so the browser understands the exact purpose of every block of text. If a developer improperly marks a cluster of minor tertiary links as nav, they confuse the assistive technologies, like screen readers, that rely on strict semantics to read the page to users. Semantic markup builds a predictable architecture for non-human users. It ensures that regardless of the device or software used, the document's meaning remains accessible. The real-world stakes of this architecture are evident in initiatives like the ACOM Foundation, an incubator supported by the Nudge Institute. In India, over 90% of transgender individuals are currently denied dignified livelihoods. Many are pushed into unsafe, informal work because they are excluded from mainstream economic programs. Digital skilling programs offer a path into formal employment, but these programs are only accessible if their online portals are readable. If a developer uses sloppy code, like the improper nav tags we saw earlier, they create a physical barrier for any student relying on assistive technology to learn. Building a proper website architecture is the technical requirement for extending economic dignity to populations that the visible system has already excluded. Just like web pages, human minds require their own invisible metadata routines to function under stress. This calendar interface shows the first unseen routine, the strict blocking of time to protect deep focus. By reserving this space, the developer physically pushes away incoming notifications and external demands. The second routine is enforcing physical distance. Taking a 10-minute walk around the block literally breaks the developer's connection to the office environment. These breaks serve a specific cognitive function. Actively disconnecting clears the head, resets processing capacity, and restores complex logic. Developers also need to fully utilize company days off to recharge, rather than using that time to quietly catch up on a backlog of work. These routines act as the organizational logic for the developer's day. Like tags in a document, they contain the project's pressures, providing the structure necessary to prevent a total collapse of the system's performance. When those boundaries are maintained, you reach day 14. The underlying code is clean, the developer is mentally refreshed, and the structure is secure. Amateurs optimize solely for visible output, writing frantic code until they burn out. Master engineers focus on unseen structural resilience. A career in technology is defined by the discipline to build clean code and firm boundaries when the pressure